Okay, well, here's the man that's going to do it. Okay? Now put the computer back in the black bag.
As we honor the 24 million veterans of our nation's armed forces, you'll meet 5 veterans, representative of all who've served. The acclaimed actor Blair Underwood is here to tell you their stories. We also have great music in store. You just heard the Air Force Orchestra and singing sergeants in the patriotic medley led.
There he is. Battle of the Bulge.
And Melinda Doolittle will join us. But our first guest has had 9 recordings reach the top of the charts. Here with their latest, Lone Star.
Okay. I just want to pause. This guy's
all this wire and stuff goes back in here too?
Yeah, you get,
I got the computer goes in there.
yeah, once again, open this up, the wires, this goes to my camera. These computer wires here go, all this camera stuff.
Sometimes it's less so long.
That's not for this. Yeah, I'll throw this in here for you. Louise, let's go on over to these so you can do your honors. You right? They need you to lead vote Layla Reed.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll keep an eye
Ready?
on it.
Yep. Just leave this bag here. Okay.
I didn't think it went.
So how many do you think you
Yeah.
today?
Yeah. That's cool. And then, what is your name? Becky. Becky. I'm trying to remember what channel. Do you have a third son?
There's actually 4 of us, including me.
I'm gonna go back over and start loading.
Okay. Hook up the,
How do I know the chairs are ours?
any of the old metal ones, they've got Four Sons Baptist Church on them.
It really is. We're almost there. I'm sorry. Thank you. Hey. Do you want to carry the Okay, hi guys, thank you so much. If you don't mind just being in the back, do you mind meeting Julie Schlesman? Oh,
Awesome. Thank you.
okay, next year, yes, okay, we'll talk after. Craig and
And then, yeah, and then we'll start, the first day of boot camp's gonna be July 9th, and then it'll probably go for about 9 weeks.
I'll try to see what.
including this young man here. He is a reenactor. This is Julius Leslie. You're gonna have to give your name. This young man is
Reenactor as well. Sorry? Joshua Kelly.
and they're
Good.
taking you back in time. I know you can't really see them, but they're dressed just like you would have been. Real back in Normandy, yes. Yeah.
All original. All from the war.
Yeah, they're all
You only have the belt on. They still have you on.
This is the reason I'm putting this on, is to get young people involved and to remember what you guys went through back in the day.
It's a great idea.
Thank you. And we're going to do it next year with a campfire, so if you want to come out and help us out with that, that'd be wonderful.
Why not? I'll be around.
This man has the most number of skydiving jumps for an octogenarian. Is that how you say it?
Well, for an 86-year-old,
He was 86 when he did it.
10 jumps in 8 hours.
On top of that, he was awarded meritorious honors for the Battle of the Bulge.
Nice. Very nice.
Yes, Bronze Star. It's all in the program, so you guys make sure you take your program home with you if you don't mind.
I mean, I know that he's done a lot of stuff in this nature, and so have I. But these two are just now starting to help us out. Sam and Noah are going to start helping out a lot more.
Yeah. Well, come out next year because we're going to camp outside, so it'll be really cool.
I'll
I mean,
get a
that'll be
bigger.
great.
I'll get a bigger tent, and I'll have enough to fit about 6 or 7 people.
It's plenty of room now.
Yeah, right. 5 people in that one tent. A little pup tent. Yeah. And they have photos.
You're going to bring the RV. We don't camp except, in luxury.
I can get you a luxurious tent.
But we did have, I think the porta potty was the best idea. Because it has 4 stalls in it, and they brought it last night for the reenactors. If you guys had known.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Of course, we
Yeah, I'll keep you.
I know man says the tower.
That's right.
Alan did it. Oh, yeah.
There's a rule that you beat in the tournament.
Waiting on
The time
You waiting on them?
So our youngest young Marine will take care of the oldest veteran. How about that?
You're not the oldest, you're not the youngest.
please, I'm the only female.
You gotta act right.
Yuri, haul it.
Are you in the front if you can be the one? Big places with you. He's not the youngest. Are we gonna have to
The youngest.
Who's gonna do it? Who races?
The youngest female.
Switch out with Sheridan.
Okay, folks, what we're going to do, it's a very simple and solemn ceremony. This particular ceremony is not for all of those who are serving like it was this morning. It is for anyone who served during World War II and for the home front heroes and heroines of that time. So when we ask you to be silent, which you are now, just remember this is a solemn moment. A Young Marine, which is our group here, is going to hand a wreath to our World War II veteran, Julius Fleshman, and Mr. Fleshman will bring it forward to our stand and hang the wreath next to the wreath honoring all those who served in the military at any time for our freedom. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Fleshman. Thank you all. And thank you for coming to our very first World War II Day. I hope that we will have many more to come, and thank you very much for your support.
Blind since he was 6 years old, but he's a federal judge, and he nearly got on the Supreme Court a few years ago.
Targeting key installations. They see the Silver Star. The Silver Star stands for heroism, of which he has said, we are all heroes. Some of us were lucky enough to come home. Now he's in his line. Mr. Fleischman works with other veterans to help them overcome their disabilities. And what an example he sets. Competing in the Golden Age Games and picking up skiing, rock climbing, and scuba diving. At age 86, he even set a world record for skydiving, making 10 jumps in 8 hours. Mr. Fleischman, your example inspires us all. We thank you for your service to our country.
Can I keep this or just you?
Yeah, you can keep that, yeah.
All right.
It's in the Supreme Court.
Yeah, well, I'm in the Supreme Court. His responses to me from March 24th, 2010. My text to him.
Secret Justice News, the Victims Roundtable, George McDermott here. 17th day of May 2011. I'm here to do a follow-up on what I witnessed in Paul Mannis's courtroom, the United States Bankruptcy Court, Greenbelt, Maryland, on the 16th. What I witnessed was nothing more than just basic treason 101 on part of Judge Mannis, who I didn't recognize at first. It looks like he's aged 100 years. He should. He's robbed so many people in the state of Maryland with his fraud in his bankruptcy court that, he's getting his paybacks now. But I didn't even recognize him. I was there yesterday with Mr. Gottlieb and with Gene Michaud, with their attorneys, and what I witnessed in that courtroom was the most gross miscarriage of justice that I've seen since Paul Mannis stuck a gun to my head in 1995, using the same exact words. I have no jurisdiction to prevent fraud in our courts. I have no jurisdiction, but I have to go ahead and make you give up your property and your rights. Well, Paul Mannis, I'm in the Supreme Court of the United States for the 4th time now because of your fraudulent orders in 1995, because of the fact that you conspired with Judge Gerald Schaaf of Prince George's County Court and let him come in and sit on a federal court bench through trickery and deceit to try to deceive me while the case was on appeal, into thinking that he was a lawful judge. And then even worse than that, when you came back in November and you hold a sham hearing while both of the cases were on appeal, your decision and his, and you pronounced that you were going to move forward with the foreclosure with the bankruptcy of Andrew Clifford Moore no matter what. And I'll never forget your words when I asked you point blank, Your Honor, what does you and the court plan to do with about the $350,000 that the debtor embezzled from me and my partners 90 days before he went into bankruptcy? And you had this erased from the transcript. I am absolutely sure of that. And you stood up like a big, bold bear and says, Mr. McDermott, I or this court could care less if the debtor embezzled $2 million from you the day before he went in bankruptcy. It's not a matter before your court. Well, guess what? It is. 18 U.S.C. 3057 of the United States Criminal Code says absolutely it is. I'm going to read that into the record because you did the same thing yesterday to Gene Michaud. And you've done it to thousands of other Marylanders, robbing them of the right to help these gangster banks get away with murder. 18 U.S.C. 3057, bankruptcy investigation. Any judge, receiver, or trustee having reasonable grounds for believing that a violation under the chapter of this title, that's Title 11, the U.S. Bankruptcy Code, or other laws of the United States relating to an insolvent debtor, receivership, reorganizational plans has been committed, or that an investigation should be had in connection therewith, shall report to the appropriate United States attorney all the facts and circumstances of the case. The names, the witnesses, and the other offenses or offenses believed to have been committed, where one of such officers has made such a report that others need not do so. Well, I didn't worry about you because I know that you will never report a fraud against the corporate gangster lawyers. So I went, took Ms. Michaud upstairs when we left to the U.S. Attorney's Office. And we tried to file a criminal complaint in the U.S. Attorney's Office. And they told us citizens can't file a criminal complaint there. The U.S. Attorney will not accept that a criminal complaint to be filed. They sent us down to the clerk of the court down on the second floor. We went down there. There is no such thing as a criminal complaint form. We cannot file anything. The person in charge of the receptionist for the Department of Justice the Attorney General's office on the 4th floor said that we had to go to the FBI in Calverton, Maryland. She wrote down the number for the FBI in Baltimore and said we can go to Calverton if we want. We went to Calverton. We called the FBI up. They moved, they've secluded their offices so people can't recognize that the FBI is even in the building. I called Baltimore. Baltimore says, oh yeah, they're still in the building. We'll call them and have them call you. They called. I told them what we were there. We were there to file a criminal complaint against yourself and the judges in Calvert County who you refused to allow evidence to be put forth showing clear and convincing evidence that they had committed fraud. Here is the documents that the opposing Ms. Michaud's counsel gave me yesterday. I already had some of them, but here's an order of the court of July 12th, no, the first day of July 2010 in which, and I'll read this out into the record. Upon review of the above captioned complaint, caption case, it has been determined that all, emphasis added, all county judges are recused from same and are, therefore it is this first day of July 2010 ordered that, and this is in the matter of Sandra Monger versus Paul Monger, ordered that Calvert County Circuit Court clerks shall send the above captioned case to the 7th Judicial Administrative Judge Assignments Office for another judge, and it is further ordered that the future pleadings, matters, and other documents that be filed with the court of the Circuit Court of Calvert County of Maryland, with a copy furnished to the substantive assigned judge. Here's, this was signed by Judge Krug. On the very first day, this document was signed by Judge Krug. This is the letter to the 7th Judicial Circuit. And it's Warren J. Krug sent it to the Honorable William D. Missouri County Administrative Judge, 14735 up Main Street, Upper Marlboro, Maryland. In re Sandra Monger versus Paul Monger, case C10-148. Dear Judge Missouri, handwritten in his close buddy, Bill. Go. Enclosed you with this letter is the above captioned case. These parties are very active in the community in Calvert County, and both are realtors. Each of us has had dealings with either of these parties themselves or the witnesses in the case. For that reason, Judge Claggett and I have been unable to hear the matter. I am asking that you assign a visiting judge to the case at your earliest convenience, as these are pending matters of some urgency. Please feel free to contact me should you have any questions or concerns. Very truly yours, Warren J. Krug. Well, months before, Mr. Claggett and Krug are issuing orders in favor of Monger, and they should have recused themselves, without a doubt. They know what they should have. This letter proves that they should have. But Paul Mandis yesterday said, I'm not interested in that. You know, the sale went through, whether it was fraudulent or not, it's been allegedly ratified. Yeah. So you just got the, yeah, there's 2 orders due, and Judge Claggett, Judge Massetti, Manis has just denied a coin. Now, you checked the docket earlier, a half hour ago, and this wasn't on the docket, was it? Okay, and now you refreshed it, and now they've added all these new things at the last minute, so this is definitely... The clerk refused to allow? No, that's a lie. I was right there. The judge refused to allow her to bring any witnesses up. You're saying that the docket entry says that she will be allowed to? I was a witness, and that's their attorney. No. Christine is their attorney. And he refused to allow her to bring anybody up. What a crock of garbage this is. This judge is out of control. Totally out of control. They didn't allow her to do anything. Everybody sit down. She said in the proceeding, I have witnesses here. We would like to bring them up. The judge said, denied, no. Yeah, I wish you would have printed the one earlier, but there's nothing I can do about that. Oh, you already printed the early one. You're a sweetheart. I'll tell you what. Well, I love you, honey, and I'll talk to you later. I'm making a video as we talk right now. No, he hasn't come yet. Okay? Okay. 5/16/2011, 2 o'clock. That's what we had to hear you. Now, today is 5/6/17. Today's 5/17. Okay? They're just playing with the docket. That's all it is. The judge is playing with the docket. The clerks are playing with the docket. They want to make sure that this corporate bank and this... Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Well, you just heard it. My wife called me. She went on the Pacer, and she found out that Judge Paul J. Manis is playing games again to rob these victims of their rights. And you heard the order that the court denied all the relief, and the judge kept saying, well, you know, this is a state court matter. This is a state court matter. Well, it's not a state court matter because all the judges in the state court are corrupt. Now, here's a motion that I filed on May 11th, before Judge, May 11th, 2010. This will be on the attached. And a motion to the Honorable Sheila Tillerson Adams, Maryland 7th Judicial Circuit County Administrative Judge, and the Honorable Lorenzo Martin Jr., purported assignments judge, requesting inspection of documents under Maryland Public Information Act, PIA, Title 10, Subtitle 6, Part 3 of the state government's article SG, parens 10/6/11 through 10/6/28. Comes now Georgie McDermott for the motion for the Maryland. Okay. Comes now Georgie McDermott for Maryland Court Watch by way of the motion practice, requesting that the court grant access to an administrative records under the Maryland Public Information Act, PIA, regarding documents placed into the record where a defendant was seeking an emergency TRO in Judge Chapeline's court, April 15, 2011, asserting and arguing, as the record will attest, that pursuant to Judge Warren J. Krug's order of July 1st, stating that hereafter all Calvert County judges were to recuse themselves from matters involving the plaintiff, Paul Monger, and or his wife, and specifically assigned judge would be hereafter assigned by the administrative judge of the 7th Circuit, and currently the Honorable Sheila Tilson Adams. I filed this, took a copy to the judge's chambers, saying that they had to go back into court on the 12th. Ms. Machad had to go back and defend a fraudulently entered terrorist charge against her for defending her property against these gangsters. And they didn't, the judge never, no judge now ever reassigned themselves. Judge Riddle went ahead and moved ahead and filed and put it on the stet docket because he believed that he could get away with this crap. I have the charging document here. The charging documents have never been signed by the complainant, Paul Monger. They were never signed by the alleged witness for the complainant. And everything about these are fraud, and that's what I have, that's why I had to petition the head of the Sheriff's Department, the Sheriff of Calvert County, to produce the documents why he could issue a SWAT team, a fully loaded SWAT team, to threaten and terrorize Jane and to falsely arrest her and put her in jail for defending her property against this terrorist, Paul Monger, and his family, and the judges in Calvert County. Also, you know, like they said, the judge was supposed to have let Christine have her witnesses up. Judge Manis refused, absolutely.